What's going on? What's going on? Bobby Jovanov, what's up, man? Let's let a few more people get in here, guys. I had to do a lot of stuff this morning. I've had so much going on. And I was up late last night trading Forex. So we're going to cover this through Power Hour, though. We're going to hang out till the bell and watch what Microvision does, talk about stocks a little bit, and the downside potential here for Microvision, which is possible. All right, it is possible. We've broken a big trend line here. And we fell right through supply, so that's not good. All right, short term, this is not good. This candle right here is absolutely terrible for us. But the good news is that we have demand right here as well. We're at another demand zone. All right. We are at another demand zone. And, you know, it is what it is. This is a long-term hold, guys. You got to keep that in mind, all right? I don't think this has anything to do with the IAA, in my opinion. I haven't really been keeping up with what's going on out there, to be honest with you. But you know, it doesn't change the fundamentals of the stock and the reason we all invested in the first place. All right, it just doesn't. We weren't worried about it really down here. I mean, how many times have we been down here? Do I really need to pull this all the way to the left and show you? We've been down here a lot. And I mean a lot. We've been down in this area a lot, all right? How many times? We've jumped out of this like 20 times. All right? Over and over and over and over and over. So, I mean, it's likely, it's honestly more likely that we bounce here than it was up here. It just is. Microvision loves to go up to $16 and then dip. It just does. You see it's happened a few times here. 1, 2, 3. We have a verified downtrend, all right? And that's what those wedges are. The wedge is a breakout setup, right? Because you have a verified downtrend and a verified uptrend. So it's a breakout setup. It really is. What's up, Sean Kraft? Victor Frank says every September stock sell off. The same thing happened last September. Exactly. And also on my watch list, every stock is red. There's not one green stock, not one. So I'm not too worried about it. Literally, I mean, I'm looking here. Every single stock on my watch list is red. Let me grab a drink real quick, and I will be right back, guys. Be right back. All right. Oh, I forgot my charger. I'll be right back one more time. All right, I am here. Oop. Taking my charger and a drink. What's going on, guys? Who's in here? Dax Dog Ranch, Victor, Sean Kraft, Mr. Goo, Elroy, and Bobby. What's up? All right. So let's see here. First of all, I wanted to look at AMC today. I haven't looked at it yet. 46.93. 46.93, not bad. Neo's on discount for sure. A lot of these stocks are just down, guys. That's just is what it is. The whole market's red. The entire market. You got to know. You got to keep that in mind. The whole market is red. Like literally. NASDAQ down 0.61% today. The whole market's red. It is. It sucks on day. It sucks trying to stream on days like this, especially covering microvision, because you know we all have, I think, a fairly large position in this stock, and you know I hate to see our baby go down like this, but you know sometimes it just is what it is. Let's pull up our RSI real fast and go to a daily time frame. Now, the daily time frame, I mean, it just looks like it's going to reverse soon. It does. The daily RSI is about 42, 43. So we have some room to come down a little bit if we did. But I mean, you can see around this area on the RSI before, when we've come down to these areas, we've ripped pretty hard out of it. So, I mean, there's not much really to say about this right now. I almost didn't even want to get on the stream just because there's not much to say, right? Like we just have to ride the waves here. We're going to readjust our wedge is what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. It's highly probable that we bounce off the zone. I mean, just look in the past here, right? There's only been one time we've come below this. Oops. Adjust my mouse here. There's only been one time we've come below this demand zone here. All right, since July 19th. And only two times since April 22nd. So I don't know. I really think like we're gonna bounce here, and I loaded up, you know, some more shares up here. Where was that at? Where was that zone at? Right here. I loaded up more shares up here, around 1437. So did not expect us just to fall straight through like this. That was pretty crazy. That was a huge candle. It doesn't make sense. Mavis is so... Yeah, I know. It really doesn't make sense, to be honest with you. Like, you got to keep this in mind. Retail traders are not just selling their shares here collectively. It's not... That's not happening, you know? L says, hey, James, using the supply and demand zone I've learned from you. I'm swing trading MVIS options. We'll see how it goes. Nice, man. Yeah, you could definitely play options with supply and demand, like, easily. This would be a perfect time to grab some contracts. It really would. Maybe some Octobers. I don't know what the strikes are. I don't know what the premiums are, but I would not hate some option plays here. We're at the bottom of this wedge. I mean... Yeah, I don't hate options plays on Mavis. You could for sure just crush it if you understand supply and demand on fundamental level, for sure. Like I said, we do have demand here. All right, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, we have demand. All right, you see prices come down left real quick multiple times in this zone. We already know that the banks like to use this zone because look at the price; it just jumps out of here quite often. All right. So we know this is demand. There's not a question about it. Now, I don't think that it's the same demand that we like to scalp off of. I don't necessarily know if there's, just block orders sitting right here. like waiting for the banks. I don't know if that's actually happening, but because it's been hit so many times, right? Like supply and demand typically, like microvision is 1,000,000% manipulated, all right? It's just 1,000,000%, because no supply and demand zones get hit this often like this. It just doesn't. Like this is just an area where the banks move the money. This is not necessarily block orders being hit over and over and over. Like that's what supply and demand is, right? Like on a fundamental level, supply and demand is when price is coming up, 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 and then all of a sudden it does that. All right? This is going to be a supply zone. And then the next time price comes up here, all right, the orders, there were so many orders filled right here that it fell so quick that it didn't fill all the orders from the bank, the block order. So next time it comes up here, price does that. All right, this can't happen over and over and over and over again like it does. So I don't necessarily think that this is a standard supply and demand zone, but I do think this is a zone where the banks have moved the money in the past many times. So take that with a grain of salt, but I really just, this is just highly manipulated, all right? Typically in Forex and in any market really, a supply and demand zone gets hit 1 or 2 times, 3 times, it's over. Like it's no longer a fresh zone. But with Mavis, we have huge demand zones here. Ones that have been hit 10 or 15 times. So I don't really think this is a standard supply and demand zone, but this is an area of interest, this is a friction point in the market where the banks have moved the money. That's what I think about it. Yeah, no, I'm headed back into the forex market, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. The stock market is annoying. It really is. I love stocks. I do. I love fundamentals of it. I love doing research on companies. But man, when I get in these markets and I see, and I've been doing this for a year and a half straight, I can see the manipulation more than in forex. I mean, at least in forex, it's not like illegally held down. Like they're just putting money in and moving the market. This seems synthetic to me. It doesn't seem natural. Like it doesn't seem natural at all. So until they get rid of dark pools, you're really kind of screwed. Options is going to be your best bet. I wouldn't touch day trading in some of these stocks, with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't. You can. I'm not saying you can't make money, but I don't know. It feels highly manipulated. Like this stock should be well over $30 right now, hands down, without a doubt, over $30. Especially with the hype and just the viral activity that's gone on with the stock in the last year. This should be well over $30. It should. It's just a 100% fact. So I don't know. I mean, all you can really do is just either play the options game using these zones, or just accumulate and hold and stop watching the price every day, because microvision will let you down. It really will. It'll hurt your feelings. It'll hurt your feelings. I'm still holding. I mean, I'm not selling my position, right? Like, that's not what I'm doing, but just gonna hold through the BS, man, until we get a catalyst, which it will happen, right? It's happened 3 times. We have some really nice peaks up here. $28. I'm sorry. $24. $28 and $25. And on the low end, since the beginning of this move, we have 10.15, 10.16, and 12.06. And it's pretty polarized, but it's not just going to stay here forever. It's just not. It's really just not. Now, this is kind of a test here, all right, because on the daily time frame, we have finally approached. Is this a 50? That's a 200. All right, so we have approached the 200 SMA here on the daily time frame, all right? So we likely will bounce. I can't see how we would not bounce off this. I just can't. This is still a bullish chart. Everything about this is still bullish, all right? It just is. We're still in a bullish channel. It's undebatable, right? We're just at the bottom of it, which sucks. But it's still a bullish channel. This doesn't make sense, right? I can't do this. That doesn't make sense. Look at it. Now you could draw a wedge here, potentially, but it wouldn't be drawn in like this. A bearish channel would be like this. And one could argue that is, but it's not. You see the bullish activity going on here. This is a bullish channel. Anybody can flip a trend line and say that. But look at the action. Look at price itself. It's actually holding up fairly nicely considering, you know, the short interest and what's going on, the manipulation. So it's not, this is not the end of the world. All right, it's just not. What do you guys think about this? JMD Cat, what's up, man? JMD says, realistically, everything is now in place. All we need is one signed deal, and we never look back. Just a matter of time. Good to be listening in today, James. Hope all's well. It is, man. Hope all's well with you, too. Appreciate you being here. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, this is a long-term hold. It just is. It is. And we're at the bottom of this. We're at the bottom of this, right at the cusp. It's 200 SMA. All right, that's going to be, if we break that 200 and close, then I might be a little worried about the short-term price action. But until that happens, I'm just not. All right, that will be a very, very bearish situation if that happens. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I'm just going to keep it real. Breaking below that 200 SMA and closing on a daily time frame, if price ever comes down here, that's not going to be the greatest thing in the world. But, you know, the lowest this stock ever went since the beginning of this move, this first peak up here, was right here at 10.05. All right, so we could break the 200, I guess, and still be okay, but that would not be ideal. We want to bounce here. We really, really, really do. We don't want to come down and test this again. We just don't. And you can see the activity here. This is very fast, and this is very slow. This is steady, right? This is slow and steady. Let me remove this real quick. Let me get a, see if we can draw something in here. Yeah, okay, so the golden zone's activated, just so you know. The golden zone off this move is still active. How do I know that? Because we closed above the 23.6. Now, we did come back down and close below the 23.6 again. That's a fact. But we have closed above the 23.6, and that is a rule that activates this golden zone. It could happen way over here, who knows? All right, but our golden zone is here on this move, the big move, the daily move. All right. And so a break above that 23.6 this time, whoops. A break above the 23.6 this time and close on the daily. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. Would be pretty bullish. I mean, like I said, especially if we break out to the top side here, it's not even that far. Let's just say we broke out here. About a 20% move, 19.5% move to get to that golden zone. We've seen Mavis do that. We've seen Mavis do that many times. The other day we were up 19%. Or however much it was, 14, 15%, whatever. Close enough, you know? But if you're long on Mavis, which I would say 99% of you are, this doesn't matter to us. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm not going to sell my position like just because we're at the bottom of a channel. That's stupid. These are the spots you add on. This isn't the spot you sell. If I didn't sell up here, what the heck makes you think I'm selling down here? Yeah, right. That's not happening. But I've already navigated back to Forex, so you know I'm day trading Forex. I'm trading London every night, so I mean, Mavis is just a long-term hold for me, guys, and you know it's just getting boring to stream it every day because, well, it's just highly manipulated. It sucks. It sucks to cover a manipulated stock like this. It does. It's great on these days, you know, but what about the other days like this? It's not good for the stream, is what I'm trying to say. But we're all still here. I mean, I'm still here covering it. I'm not going to sell my position. In fact, I might add on more. I might add on some more. We made I think $525 last night on Forex. The night before we made $420. So You know, we're just grinding out Forex at nighttime and watching these stocks during the day. That's really, and the US 30. I've been trading the US 30 too. This is my US 30 setup. Oh man, we killed this last night. We smashed this US 30 trade. Let me zoom in. Nice trade here. Took the breakout here and killed it. Absolutely killed it. Lori Haslam says, hi all, I'm late to the party. What's up? Higher lows, but not higher highs. Not yet. Not yet. Timeless, what's up, man? He says, if we drop back down between 10 and 1250, I'll be out in my position. Same here. Same here. Give me one sec, guys. Gonna make a quick phone call. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Where are we at, man? Let's get some rockets in the chat. Oh my god. Rockets in the chat. Rockets in the chat right now. Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. It's definitely going to take a catalyst for Mavis. Without a doubt. But, you know, these are the breakout setups I'm looking for anyways, so we have a nice little breakout setup. We do have a good one here. We do have a good one. So I'm not too worried about it, guys. You know, I mean, like I said, we've been here how many times? How long have you guys been following this stream? How many times have we been down here and everybody's worried, and I keep telling everybody, hey, we're gonna bounce, we're gonna bounce, we're gonna bounce. And we do every single time. I remember every single one of these bounces. I remember this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I remember them all. So I'm not worried about it. We're gonna be up and down. Now, if you want to swing trade this thing, I mean, go for it. I feel like this isn't a good time to do it. If you wanted to swing trade this thing, you should have been doing it back, you know, back over here. You know, back up in this area. But you still can do it now. I mean, you can do it now, but I don't know. I would hate for some news to drop and then I just miss everything, right? Like, I don't know. That's just me. I feel like news is coming. We've been owed something for like a year now. They're gonna give us something. They got to give us something. And this thing moves off any news. This thing goes off any news. Yeah, so we'll have to see. Nice. No, I mean, it has broken down lower. It's already done it. It's already doing it, you know? Like, it can just bounce until it gets to the end of this wedge. But, like, maybe it does. Maybe it does come down and test this. I mean, maybe it does. It wouldn't be the end of the world, because that would be a nice spot for you to load up. That would not be the, you know, you got to look at the positives. Like, I would love for this to come down to $10. Oh, my God. I'm throwing another 10K in this. Maybe, you know, it does come down here. Is it really the end of the world? Does it really affect your position? I mean, think about it. Yeah, you're in the red. Okay, you might be in the red a little bit. A couple $1,000, maybe more for some of you, maybe less for some of you. But this is an area where we have not even come close to breaking since the beginning of this year. So, like I said, this is not the end of the world. Microvision is not just going to disappear. The stock isn't just going to tank back down to $5. That's not going to happen. That's not, I mean, is it possible? Okay, I guess you in the universe, yes, it's possible, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to. There will be. Do you understand how many people will load up at $10? Like, there's no way that this is just going to just hit $10 and just rip through. I don't see that happening. I truly don't. Was there any real reason for the sell-off last couple of days? I can't think of one. I haven't found one. I have no idea. All I know is the whole market's red, and we're just bouncing within this wedge. That's it. From 1220 to 1645 to 1274 to 1605, and you know, and just up and down. So we're just swinging up and down, up and down. Now, when we get over here, at some point, it's going to make a decision, all right? And that's just what's going to happen, because we're at, look, check this out. We're at supply and we're at demand. All right, we've burned off shares here before, so we are at supply. I'll make that red, I guess. All right, we're at supply and we've trapped the price in demand. What does that tell me? Well, this is how I find my Forex setups. That's what it tells me, and I know from experience that it's going to pick a side. All right, it's going to pick a side. This is a perfect way to trap this. Now, this is a higher time frame, and we could tighten this up a little bit, but you get the idea. Like, it's going to pick a direction. All right, it's either going to come down here to this zone, or it's going to come up here to this golden zone. It's about the same distance. That's about 11.5%. That's about 16%. So it's going to pick a side. All right, it's going to break out through supply, or it's going to break down through demand. And, you know, it is what it is. We just got to wait and see what it wants to do. That is exactly what's going on here. So since, when we come down here, since about, we closed here. So since July 7th, July, August, September. So 3 months here. We've been bouncing in between these zones. And it's going to pick a direction. And I don't see why it would pick a downside considering what's going on in the stock. It doesn't make sense fundamentally why Microvision would choose this direction. After everything that's going on, the IAA, you know, all the pictures that have been released with the LiDAR, you know, the good earnings call, the office opening in Germany, hiring that dude from Germany that brought LCDs, I think it was LEDs to the automotive market. Like, there's just a lot of reasons why this is not going to pick this way. Now, if it does, it does. But in my opinion, I don't think it will. I think we'll break through supply at some point and test this golden zone, because that's exactly what this is. This is a golden zone off the big daily time frame. And that's our, well, you can use it here too. Look. So I think we just do. I think we get above that, you know, this supply zone here. We're gonna be up here when this happens, right? Now, it's gonna pick a direction. I don't know if it's gonna go down or not. I can't predict the market like that. But like I said, you take everything into account. It doesn't make any sense why it would come down here at this point. Over here, it kind of made sense, right? Like, we didn't have anything going on. We had nothing. We were just going strictly off, like, you know, he say, she say. But now that we have some stuff happening with the stock, consolidation is never bad. All right, we're consolidating, and that's building up pressure. So yeah, this is easy to swing trade. If you guys are doing that, I mean, you could kill it swing trading this thing. But I appreciate y'all for being here. I do. And guys, highly recommend get into Forex. My channel is having, what's the word? A pivot. All right. I'm going to be diving back into Forex. That is what I do. That's what I've done for almost 5 years. All right. That's, you know, and I'm just going to be heading in that direction more with the stream and the channel in general. So like I said, we're still going to be covering stocks. We still have the Discord. We still got a lot of people in there on the Discord. We've added some new members in the Discord. So, you know, we're growing. The channel's growing. We had a bunch of new members subscribe last night. So I got the website coming up. Gonna go live on the website mid next week. So around Wednesday, my website will be live. And, you know, we're gonna be doing a lot of different things, but Forex is gonna be the direction that I'm taking, you know, for the most part, because that's just where I make most of my money, right? I've been doing the stock thing for 1.5 years, and it's been great. It's been fun. And I'm deeply, highly invested in a stock, but it's a long-term hold. It's a long-term hold. And a lot of the times, Microvision just doesn't move. Sometimes it just, let me look at this. Yeah, we have good days and bad days. It's not the most exciting stock in the world. It will be one day, and it will have its day. And I'm convinced of that. I think one day, Microvision is gonna be well above $75. All right? This is a $1 trillion market. We have no idea what can spawn from Microvision. We don't know, right? We don't know. Nobody knows. LiDAR is a new thing. All right, if we look at Luminar, let's see what they're trading at right now. Like, they're just down in the mud. They're down in the mud. Same as us. Kind of just consolidating since early July. Same thing. So the whole tech sector's been doing this, right? We've just been consolidating since early July, and that's what Microvision's been doing too. So we don't know the direction that the LiDAR market's going to go, right? We have no idea what's going to happen, but I do believe in the company. There's a few things I don't like about Microvision, you know, from studying it for 1 year and, like, you know, being invested and hearing the earnings calls. I don't believe that they give their investors enough information. And like I said, that's kind of indicative of a company that is in some type of situation, like a buyout, merger, whatever. But then on the other hand, they do give us information that companies wouldn't be giving in that situation. So it's almost just like they don't care, right? They're not giving me enough as an investor to keep me interested, even though I know fundamentally we have what it takes. Like, for a new investor, if they want new money, if they want new people coming into the stock, if they're going to continue as Microvision, they better step their goddamn game up. And I didn't mean to cuss, I'm sorry. I apologize. But really though, it kind of tilts me, right? Because they need to be stepping their game up if they want new investors. How long did it take them to get a website going? How long did it take them they couldn't go buy a good mic for the earnings call? You know what I mean? It's just these little things, you know, some of the typos in their stuff, and there's just things that rub me the wrong way with what they're doing. But I do know that they have what it takes. And so, but I think if they want new investors and they want to keep their old investors happy, they need to switch up what they're doing, because what they're doing is kind of annoying, to be honest with you. So I think they need to step their game up quite a bit. You know, they could have done the website a long time ago. Like, why did they wait for that? That, to me, that makes me wonder. Like, if I was Summit Sharma and I knew that there was a buyout coming and I wasn't going to be operating as Microvision anymore, I wouldn't update the website either. I'd be like, who cares? Why am I going to spend $1 on this? Like, they're about to buy us, but nobody's done it yet. So, you know, I don't know. There's a few things about Microvision that rub me the wrong way, but there's more that rub me the good way. So, like I said, long-term hold and just holding through the BS. Really, that's like what I'm doing with the stock at this point. I'm not even going to attempt to swing it. Like, I have a really good average, so, you know, I'm going to be all right, and we're going to let it ride. And hopefully by the end of this year, like I said, Summit Sharma has literally said expect sales by the end of this year. So that's not that far away. That's not that far away. We have to wait and see what happens with it. But I'm not worried about it. We definitely have more action than Luminar. Luminar's chart looked dead. I mean, look at this. This chart looks dead to me. Oops. Yeah, it looks dead. There's not a lot of action. The candles aren't very choppy. There's not a lot of ups and downs. It's just a slow, steady decline since February, just straight down. And that's not what microvision looks like. Microvision has ups, downs. It's consolidating here between supply and demand. It's just, it's gonna pick a direction. And you can just look at the chart and see it's healthier than Luminar. And Luminar is apparently the best, right? They're the best LiDAR company. No, they're not. Look at their chart. It looks dead compared to this chart. We have very high peaks and very high lows. That means there's volatility going on here. That means there's a lot of action in this stock, a lot more than Luminar. And I think I'm gonna venture to say this, and I just say this. It's kind of speculatory, but I think we're gonna be above this by January. I really do. I think we'll be above our ATH by January. Especially if they announce they got some sales or a contract or whatever, they start telling us who's making the parts and all this stuff. We're definitely going to be going back up. Like, that's not bearish. If a company is releasing information like that, that's bullish. So I still believe in this stock, and I always will until it happens. And I know one day something's going to happen, and it's going to be a catalyst for us to go up to that ATH. If you agree with me, let's get a thumbs up in the chat. Let's get a thumbs up in the chat. I gotta tag this video. I forgot to do it. I hate that I can't do this in Streamlabs. It's very stupid. We'll type this stupid crap in. AMC, GME. Type that dude in. And that dude, because they have a lot of viewers. Alright, we're good. Now we're tagged up. Saved. Let's go. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Oh, that mic at earning made me cringe. Me too. Especially because I was covering it and I was hyping up the earnings call. I was hyping it up so hard. I was like, this is going to be a badass earnings call. And they come on with that mic. I was like, oh my God. This make me look stupid. Their mic was so bad, it made me look stupid. That's funny. That's funny right there. But anyways, guys, we're going to just see what happens here. Like, we're going to see what happens. It's going to pick a direction one way or the other. We're going to pick a direction. And the daily RSI, all right, is pretty much going towards the downside. So maybe we come down to the bottom of this, demand here again around $12, $12.08, $12.10, and then we bounce. That wouldn't be the end of the world. The real goal is to get above this golden zone. That's just going to be the long-term goal here. To get above $20 basically. That 1932 roughly. 1932 is somewhere up in this golden zone. Right here in the middle of this golden zone. Literally. So it is what it is. I'm still I'm not. LKCO is still my still another one of my long-term holds. This thing is gonna tank, but it's due for a rip. LKCO is due for a rip. Oh my gosh, it really is. Yeah, no, this thing is primed. It really is. Now we could come down a little bit more, maybe 125, something like that. Hit this trend line again, but it's gonna happen. All right, golden zone will put us up about $2.10 on the low side, and 234 on the high side on this golden zone. Which it's gonna take a little bit of a juice to get LKCO up here. There's not a lot of volume in LKCO right now, but like I said, it will have its day. EMAP Go is a great company they acquired. They're winning awards and doing all kinds of stuff. So this is going to happen. And I'm not selling this one either. So LKCO, CTXR, and Microvision are my 3 long-term holds. That is what it is. I'm not day trading. I'm not swing trading the stock market right now. I'm using FOREX for that. But I think we all know that this is a good stock. If you looked into it, LKCO is a good stock. It's just facts. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's a fact. Look at what they did before. Go back and look at the price before the lawsuit. Yeah, chilling up here. $10 in 2019. You think that was for no reason? No, that was for a reason. They're doing exactly what they're doing now, but more now. The only reason this thing tanked off was because of the lawsuit. All right, that's it. The Trump administration was trying to just completely screw them over, and they lost that lawsuit. The Trump administration, LKCO actually won. All right, they won that lawsuit. So now we're just recovering from that, and you know, people are probably scared because, like, a lot of people probably lost money here, right? They probably did. They probably got caught holding the bag for 2 years, but they're gonna see here pretty soon when we get back above, you know, $3 or $4. It'll hype up. I promise you. Go look at what LKCO is doing. That's all I'm gonna say. Guido Merigi says, "Are we waiting for any specific day for microvision or just chilling?" I'm just chilling. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I'm just chilling. At this point, I'm not going to worry about buyout, merger, none of that. We've been doing that for a year, and I'm tired of worrying about it. So I'm just chilling. I'm holding, I'm accumulating when I can, and I'm just waiting for the catalyst. Like, look at this chart. Look at this chart. Look how healthy this chart looks. This is a healthy chart. This is a very active chart. You go to laser. Look at this chart. It doesn't even look half as good. Like, it really doesn't. It just looks terrible comparatively. All right. Velodyne. What was Velodyne's ticker? I forget. VLDR. That's right. Same thing. Looks dead. Both of those charts look dead compared to Mavis, guys. I mean, look at, you see this with your own two eyes. Now we go to Mavis. Look at this. It looks better. It looks better. I mean, if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. But like, when I go through these charts, Luminar, Velodyne, and then Mavis. Which one looks better to you, honestly? I mean, seriously, you can't lie about it because we can see it. So anyone that says Velodyne or laser is lying. They're lying, or they really can't see it. This looks like such a healthier chart. It just does. It looks much, much better. Like, if you don't understand price action, that's fine, but I do, and I'm telling you that this chart looks much healthier than laser or Velodyne's chart. It just does. It really does. Yeah, let's look at some of these things from Stupid. They had a conference discussion video. Yeah, we could potentially watch this. Guys, go on the Reddit. All right, I'm not going to go through all this, but you guys can go on the Reddit, look at the specs, look at everything between all the LiDAR companies. All right. Yeah, you can do this yourself. There's a lot of stuff on Reddit right now where you can read through and feel a little bit better. I have not actually been reading through this yet. I'm going to do that tonight, actually, when I'm doing my studies. But yeah, like I said, if you want to go here and look at the pictures, I don't know why there's no pictures in here. I thought there was. Microvision compared to Luminar and... Okay. This is a piece. This is the A sample, guys. Have you guys looked at this yet? This is the tech. Like, this looks sexy to me. This looks sleek. I like it. It looks really good. And the resolution is high. See if there's any other pictures here we can look at. They have a little video made. That's cool. All right. I'm really looking for just pictures of the LiDAR tech. Yeah, you guys saw this picture. That looked pretty sleek. It looked pretty good. I can't hate on that. It looked nice. That was a nice little setup there. They definitely put some money into that. So that looks sleek. They wouldn't be doing this, right? They wouldn't be doing all this stuff if there wasn't something in the works, guys. Like, they just wouldn't. They wouldn't be here opening offices, hiring people out here, and like attending these things if they weren't trying to, you know, increase the value of the stock, increase the value of the technology. And that's just my opinion on it. All right, guys. I'm not going to stream all the way through Power Hour because I do got to go do something real quick. Just got a text. Probably stream another 10 minutes. All right, and then I'm going to take off. But I appreciate y'all for being here. All right. Thank you very much. What other stocks are you guys trading right now? What are you in? Throw them in the chat. We already just broke this wedge. We just broke this wedge. If you guys haven't seen it, we did break the wedge here. So I don't know if this is going to be a jump, but we did break the wedge. That usually means go. Creeks and Palantir. He's in Sens, SPY. All right. Yeah, nice. That's cool. Neo. I like Neo. This might be a nice time to grab some puts on Neo. I'm not going to lie. Just broke that trend line. That was it a daily trend line or a 4-hour? Let me see. I mean, I don't know. Let me look. I'll look at this real quick. Let's see. This did a 50% retracement, basically. Yeah, this did a golden zone retracement and dipped. This is where you buy the puts. You come up to this golden zone, you bought puts here, you made some money. You made some money if you bought puts here at the golden zone. Now, we'll see what happens with this. I like Neo. Neo's another good long-term one. I think easily over $100. I mean, I just can't see Neo not being over $100. I really can't. I mean, it just feels like it has to be over $100. Like, it just does. This is a great long-term hold. I like Neo a lot. I really do. I'm not currently invested in Neo, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Not options either. I'm thinking about just loading up some shares and holding it for the long term. I just want to increase my long-term holds because I know in 3 or 4 or 5 years from now I'm going to be all right. Especially if I just keep holding through, you know, all this nonsense that's going on. Like these stocks that I'm in for the long term are just they're home runs. CTXR is a home run. Nobody knows it yet. I'm telling you, CTXR is a home run. Mark my words. Come back 6 months from now and watch CTXR. It's a home run. I promise you. I've done an incredible amount of research on CTXR. That Mino lock is revolutionary. And they don't just have one product either. They have other products. As soon as they get FDA approval, just watch. Just wait and see. Wait and see, my friends. Yeah. Wiley says MMAT. Nice. MMAT. I'm not in that stock. I have no conviction with MMAT. I haven't done enough research, but hey, if you're in this, man, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best. I think everybody got their hopes up here. They got their hopes up here back in June when they had that merger or whatever it was, acquisition. And a lot of bag holders in this one, man. There's a lot of bag holders in this one. But maybe, just maybe, you guys break. This thing be up 10 or 11, 12% in a day. So I wish you the best if you're in that, for sure. A&Y, yep. I called that one out. A&Y, nice spike there on A&Y. I remember that. This thing looks bullish. This has very high short interest. I don't know exactly what it is right now. But if that's the bottom, then this technically Should be going back up to that golden zone. Technically. Especially if this candle right here closes above that 23.6, which it's still got 40 minutes left. So if this candle right here closes above 23.6, it'll be all right. All right, guys. I got to run. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you very much. I'll see you all on Discord. The rest of you will see you tomorrow. Or tonight, if you're going to trade London with me, I will be on tonight at midnight to stream. So if you're up and you want to do something, you want to watch me trade Forex, midnight tonight Central Standard Time, I will be there trading London, all right? Appreciate y'all very much. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit like on the video. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I go live, all right? But I do got to run. Appreciate y'all very much. Peace and love from my end. TradeModeJames signing out. See you guys later.